Hi, it's me, Sailor Mars, and today I'm gonna talk about, okay, so, alright, alright, so first we talked about, the hatred for the Deke and the hatred for the Cloverway, and where all that hatred came from. Now, Sailor Mercury already talked about being frightened of the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, or whatever. Federal's a French barred word, and commission's a Latin barred word. English word, trade, is an English word. So, I don't really think we need to make another film on that, since I think we already did. Now, 6 years ago, we started this YouTube channel, YouTube Fairway, and it is what it is. Alright, how do I just go out to say it? Alright, so this would probably be, the last time we ever talked about this thing, and then we would be done with it. So, keep in mind, this goes back to 2008 YL, to at least 2013 YL, of course. No, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, this would be probably another Sailor Moon film. A lot of folks want to know about me being mad and irked all the time, and getting in fights with Sailor Moon Serena, or getting in fights with Sailor Earth Ernest, and if that was the same in all of them. Now, in the live drawing or the drawing film, I do get in these fights with Sailor Moon or with Serena over her acting dumb. Now, even though during the rest of the saga until I don't do it as much as I used to. Now, a lot of folks say that in the drawing book that I'm not the same, that I'm not irked or mad, that I don't get into fights with Sailor Moon or Serena. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Now, a lot of folks say, why do you get into these fights with Sailor Moon, or why do you get in these fights with Serena? Well, when I first met her, I thought she was dumb. Okay? And the way she behaved would irk me and make me mad. And that was why that's why that I would get in these fights with her. Now, I've learned to love her and also unlook her. Love her as a friend. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I don't get in the fights as much anymore. That doesn't mean to say that there still aren't things that she says and does that irk me and make me mad. That still happens from time to time, but not as much as it used to. Alright? Now, someone on YouTube made this whole film talking about why I get irked and mad, why I have these fights with Sailor Moon, why I got the fights with Serena. And even though, I think it was someone called Jadeite, someone on YouTube who made a film talking about this, or at least his belief over why it was going on. Now, yes, I know in the drawing book, I'm not that way at all. That I don't get into fights with her, with Sailor Moon or Serena. I don't know. Some folks say that I don't. I just know how I behave in the live drawings and the drawing film. And this is the same for all of them. So it's not just something, that Deke or Cloverway made. No, this is something that Toei did. This is something that Viz did. This is something that everyone that worked with Sailor Moon did. Alright? Now, you might say, and apparently you might say, why did I do it in the in the first grounds. Because I didn't like how she behaved. The way she behaved would irk me and make me mad, and that's why I would get in these fights with Serena or Sailor Moon. Sometimes she would actually start the fight. Sometimes I would. We would both be guilty of that from time to time. Now, why was this done? I don't know. Don't ask me. You could watch the Deke one, you could watch the Cloverway one, or the Viz one, and there isn't any grounds to why this was. Yeah, sure. In the drawing film, I come off as a hothead who would speak her mind and would get into fights with others. Well, and mostly get into fights with Sailor Moon and Serena because in the early days I thought she was not grown up, and the things she would say and do would irk me and would make me mad. And I don't get into fights as much with her as I once did. You will know that as the saga goes on, yes, there are still fights from time to time we have, but not as much as it used to be. Alright? And a lot of folks would think, oh, does that mean I hate her? No, I don't hate Sailor Moon. I don't hate Serena. I do not hate her. It was just that I felt that she was not grown up enough, and it's just as I thought she wasn't a good leader from the way she behaved and what she would do, and that's why I'd get irked, that's why I'd get mad, and I'd get in these fights with Serena, I'd get in these fights with Sailor Moon. And that's a lot of the same grounds when it came to getting the fights with Ernest and Sailor Earth, same way, same grounds. Yes, I am guilty of that. It's not something I'm happy with that I do. And I wish there were times I could take that all back. Now, a lot of folks would say, was that something that Toei and did, and then Deke and Cloverway, and then Viz took freedoms with? Nah, I think it was just I don't know. Because apparently, if you read the funny books, or the drawing book, apparently, even though I do get in fights with her, I guess it's not as much. No, I really don't think I do. Not even in the Farseer show do I get into fights with her. Or with her at all. Not that I can think of. So I guess in the live drawing, or I guess in the funny book or the drawing book, I know probably behave unlike I do. So maybe it was something that Toei or Cloverway or Viz took a freedom with. Your guess is good as mine. But I'm just telling you why I did it. And sure, there's someone else on YouTube, Jadeite. I don't know if you put his name in Jadeite, it'll pop up. It'll come up. He made a whole film talking about it too, and his take on why he thought it was going on or why it was done. And unlike me, he actually shows a lot of stuff from the show. Granted, it's the Toei one, and it's all written, but he does talk about why he thinks me and Serena and me and Sailor Moon get into the fights we do. So that's it. I'm Sailor Mars Ray. Hope you like this film.